Wanted to talk about soup today. Soup is something that is as easy to make as it is satisfying. It's good to have a good recipe for a soup that you love, but also just the main idea of how to make soup. So I'm going to go through it super quickly. I made a roasted tomato soup. So you want to start, you want your tools, you want a pot, medium size or a large pot like the red one I have there, and a wooden spoon, because as you're sauteing and mixing, you don't want to scratch the bottom of your pot. You need a knife to cut up your vegetables. And so what I start with is I start with olive oil. You could use any kind of coconut oil, butter, vegetable oil to saute the beginning your vegetables. So I started with an onion, in this case a shallot. I didn't want to use the whole onion. I didn't want to cut it up, put it in the fridge wrapped up. So this does the trick. Saute the onion, add a little bit of garlic, and then depending on the soup that you make, you can add carrots and celery. Once that gets sort of light and smells good, you can add some spices. Let's say you're making a butternut squash or a carrot soup. I like these 4 C's, cinnamon, curry, coriander. You could use cardamom, cayenne pepper. Doesn't have to be C's. You could use smoked paprika, but I always think of that, the 4 C's. And so you want to coat those vegetables in those spices. And to that, you want to add your main ingredient. If you're making, let's say, a sausage and escarole soup, you want to add the sausage, coat it with all of those flavors. I did roasted tomatoes. I took tomatoes, I just gave it a little splash of olive oil, salt, and pepper, put it in the oven. I roasted them first because I like that flavor. This is sort of what they look like, all shriveled up. So I added the tomatoes to the pot with those vegetables and the oil. Then I added some water. You can use chicken broth or vegetable broth. I added water. I brought it to a boil briefly, and then I reduced it to a simmer. Taste it, see if you like it. That's pretty much it. I wanted a pureed soup, so I put it in my Ninja machine, and it has no cream in it, but it has a delicious flavor. It has a beautiful color. It's pureed. To this, you can add some yogurt or cream. I added dill on the top. You make a grilled cheese sandwich. By the way, this is what it looks like before it went into the blender. So you could eat it like this, but for tomatoes, this is how I like it. And that is pretty much it. If you want ideas on how to make a soup, have a favorite ingredient, and you want to ask questions, please let me know. I want to help. So have a great day. Enjoy a nice warm bowl of soup, and see you next time. Bye.